Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, where it is fucking windy up here on this roof. I have been listening to this wind sound effect blowing in my ears for the last 5 fucking minutes now as I've been getting ready for streaming and all that. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. What is here is pretty much the end of the game as far as I understand it. To the best of my knowledge, all we're going to do is we go through the portal, we go into Digiworld, we deal with like the source of all the problems, basically kind of like the source of the Eaters, who may or may not in some way be connected to Yugo. Maybe not. Maybe he's a part of it. Maybe he's not a part of it. It's hard to say. So he could be the final boss. And according to Suedo, he seems to think that doing that will literally erase these events from the timeline. So it'll be as if the Eaters never existed, I think. Like, I can't remember how he said he thought that was a thing. I was kind of in a rush because it was way over time when all this cutscening was going on. So that is the plan. That is the basic idea. We're going into the digital world to save the day and to save both worlds. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I guess we'll see what happens on that front. Now, Jagoth has... My friend Jagoth, he shows up in the chat occasionally, has mentioned that essentially at this point in the game, a whole bunch of like side quest like content shows up. It's basically like little mini stories for each character to sort of give their story a conclusion, such as it is. But he also mentioned that it's quite difficult content. That in order to really complete that stuff, you've kind of got to do a lot of grinding in order to get your Digimon up to their super duper ultra mega whatever the tip top level is called. I forget off the top of my head. So obviously I don't really want to waste too much time doing that. Like, this series has been going on for a long time now, and while I have very much enjoyed my game, there are other games I want to play on. Shut up! Go away! Stop bothering me! Dear God, this is why I killed my Tamagotchi. So in general, I'm not really going to do any of that side content. I'm sure it's great. I have no problem with doing it in my own time. I just don't want to waste too much time on stream doing it because, as I said, it's grindy. You've really got to like level up your Digimon quite a lot, and it's just going to take way too much time. That being said, he did mention that Arata, who currently is standing over there with an exclamation mark above his head, the universally recognized sign of, hey, I have a side quest for you. He has a side quest that sort of wraps up his story, and Jago says it's pretty short, and that I should be able to manage the boss. Maybe. I don't know at this point. So, here's what I'm going to do. I will give that a go. If it takes too long, or if I can't beat the boss at the end of it, I'll simply just draw a line under it and we'll move on to the end of the game. Because what I'm thinking is, I'm hoping the end of the game is only going to take me about 2 hours at most. It depends on how much cutscening there is. It depends on how long the section is. So I'm banking, I'll give that 2 hours. So Arata side quest has 1 hour. Also, hello Jagoth, welcome. So I'm giving Arata side quest 1 hour. Like if it's like 1 hour and 5 minutes, then that I'll accept. But basically up to the first break. If I'm nowhere near what feels like finishing it, I'm just gonna cut. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, hello. That punch stung, I'll give you that. It's a really childish thing of you to do back there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing either. Hey. Thanks. Found staring me all quiet like that all day or something? Cut it out. It's weird and embarrassing seeing that. I mean, Guess it's kind of your thing, but still. Actually, to be honest, I have something I need to ask you. Because all of that trouble I ran into, I'm starting to feel like I'm falling behind the rest of you in terms of sheer strength and whatnot. I hate just leaving all the cool stuff to you and Nokia, so I want you to come with me for a little while. I'll file this as a proper case, so you now have to do it as part of your job, right? Okay. And I think Jagoth also mentioned that if we talk to what's-their-name over here, he can warp us back to the agency. Been hesitant to approach you. As you can see, I was separated from the boy and returned to my own body. Suppose that was ancillary to your plan to save the boy. I owe you my thanks nonetheless. But I stand behind my actions, as does he. I'm afraid we have no intention of reconciling. That said, I hope to see the conclusion you've chosen through to the end. Sadly, with the damage I've taken, I can offer no further help. Alphamon walks me back. Oh, which one was Alphamon? Not you. Not yet. So you go into the digital world. So from what I understand, this is like a fast travel thing, and I can talk to what's her name there in order to walk back to the tower. So it's all got a whoa. So that's the one, huh? Boy A. There's a lot of these all of a sudden. Tokyo Metropolitan Office. I want to settle something from the past. The target is under 0. The purpose is revenge. So you come along with me after all? Great, thanks a lot. I mean it. There's one thing I have in mind for us to do, and that's to go out and capture me a really strong Digimon. All the crap I've had to put up with lately has meant I'm short on new Digimon, and that's not good, not in the least. Besides, I also have some revenge that I need to exact. No, that should be enact. I mean, exact could work, but I think enact might be better. Well, we're going to under 0. Sure you remember, but you get to under 0, I have to go through the Valhalla server. It won't be easy, but I trust you'll get us through. We can count on you, right? Well, we can try. How do we get there? I'm assuming... Do we go in through the TV and we go in that way? I actually forget the specifics on how to get there. I mean, in my defense, this happened weeks ago. It wasn't that. Bingo. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do, for the sake of... I'm going to make a second save file. Because that one at the top I'll keep as like, hey, we could just go straight to there. Okay, I need to remember where I'm going now. At least we've done all this. Hi guys. Right. Ow, I don't have... Hang on, I need to get back in my normal group. What is my normal group? Hang on. Yes. What What are we facing? Probably overkill. Is this the group we normally have? I don't even remember. Hang on. Let me check. I was just kind of... No, I don't think it is. I think the orders all got messed up. You... It was... You. And it was you. Okay, very good. That's more like it. Now we're back to what we were doing before. I mean, take a few days off and suddenly you can't remember bloody hell anything about what you were doing. Yeah, the enemies around here are not very strong. Which, I mean, doesn't surprise me, because this area was, you know, significantly earlier. Oh, hi. When I went with some Jude guys to take on Under Zero, we had been unstoppable in Eden up until then. No one could beat us, adults, cops, nobody. We figured Under Zero would be the same way, even with its reputation for being impregnable. But we hit a snag when we got to the outer wall. Security Digimon showed up and kicked our asses. It was a complete and utter wash. Back then we didn't know anything about Digimon programs at all. We were only capable of doing analog hacking, which made us completely powerless to fight back. All we could do was grab our asses and run. Some of my buddies, they went crazy from the fear they felt there. Even the guys that were okay, they saw what they were up against and lost confidence in themselves. The whole thing made it vividly clear to us that we were little more than a pack of arrogant brats running wild. We let our pride get to us to the point where we bit off more than we could chew. The higher you rise, the further you fall and all that. And one by one, people quit being hackers. It's the end of the legendary hacker group Jude. Felt sorry for myself and hated to see it go. It sucked being powerless to stop them from leaving the team. I also had a constant fear in me I couldn't shake. Just remember that time was enough to make me tremble with trauma. We didn't want anyone seeing me like that though, so I tried to buck up and make it seem like I was fine. That's why I see this as revenge. I'll make that security Digimon's power my own and finally rid myself of this regret. I wonder who we're fighting. Not the punk-ass kid I was once back then. I'm better than that, better than my past. Now, come on, let's go. So what are we fighting? Oh! So you're still standing guard there? Oh, color me happy. Nice to see you again. I don't... Who are you? Holy Land Guard Knight. Don't tell me you've forgotten now. Seems that I have. At the very least, you're not in my memory banks. I knew it. I mean, it makes sense. Why would you? You beat us so fast. But I remember. Hell, I could never forget you. I don't understand what it is you're speaking of, but any intrusion will not be tolerated. Ah yes, of course. Just how it went the first time, too. Seriously, this is great. Wouldn't have it any other way. Perfect just the way you are. Unlike you, though, I'm a changed man. My legs don't shake. My mind's cleared up now. I've grown up. I'm here to get vengeance for my friends. I'll kick your ass and march right on through. I won't lose this time. Not with my friends. Alright, let's do this. What type is he going to be? Vaccine? No, he was data. Ow! So he's data, that means we need viruses. Doesn't appear to have a type, unfortunately. So that's a thing that can apparently happen. I think that's cheating. That is absolutely fucking cheating. What the fuck was that? This is why you should stock up on revives. I don't remember you saying that. But okay. If I'd have known that, I would have equipped some death resistant stuff. Assuming there is any, of course. Yep. I missed one of them at least. Move does have a chance to hit. To miss, you just got really unlucky. Apparently so. There's something that's like... Ah, crap. Of course. Honestly, the fact that Wargroundmon keeps getting killed actually means he skips over the part where he has to recharge after his atomic blaster move, which ain't necessarily a bad thing. Of course it is. Oh, really? Oh, god damn it. Giving an enemy the ability to just wreck your entire party in one move is a little overpowered. You know, just throwing it out there. Not as good as I'd have liked, but okay. Hey, there he goes. Whew! That was tough. Yeah, I think the ability to wipe out your entire party in one move is... like, that's... It's kind of bullshit. Like, that's not good design. And the fact that he managed to do it twice was increasingly bullshit, I would say. But, okay, fair enough. Why, hey, wow, that's not an improvement. You know what? I feel at peace now. So I'm assuming that the other reason you said I should do this little side quest is because Arata's Digimon is now stronger. He's going to help me out in the final fight, and he'll be more useful with this Digimon than his old one. So, I think I can see why you were saying that. I don't know why you couldn't have just told me that, but okay. I would have been a burden to you guys with the Digimon I've kept with me up until now. But now that I've got this guy, I think I can go on with you all. I want to see this through to the end. Don't make me say it, seriously. Damn, didn't I tell you before? Quit with the staring already. Oh, goody. And now we're still here. Oh, that's right, I missed the, oh, we answered this. It was the Dutch. Which has wings on its back? Infernmon, Garudamon, or Gotsumon? I've read that if you don't do this, he just shows up with the Digimon anyway and says he did a zone and wanted you to do this as it feels important. Okay. Now we gotta get our asses out of here. Yay. And I got a couple of these. That's nice. Okay. Guess now we get the fudge out, right? Actually, is there a, like something that can just warp you back to the fucking office? I'm sure I saw that somewhere along the line. A bit of time. Right. I think one thing I might do... Turn this in. I may then go shopping. Nice. Did I get a memory up from that? I did! Woohoo! 230. Okay, I'm gonna do some shopping. And I'm gonna run around all the store... Oh, hi, okay. What are you up to right now? Ready for a fight? No, that's nothing more like my brain's running away too fast, my mouth can't catch up. Yeah, I know that vibe. What do you want to spar off? Do it in that one memorable spot of ours. I'm assuming this is just another side quest thing. Fine, whatever. That will be something for another time. For now, I want to pop to the shops. Is there no HP spray A? Well, there probably is, but I just can't buy it. Okay. Okay, stocked up. Can't buy everything, which is a bit annoying, but... Do any of the other shops do healing stuff? Or do they all sell miscellaneous things? I'm trying to remember now. Tell you what I will do real quick as well. They do all sell different stuff, but you can't remember what sells what. We can have a quick whip around. Okay, let me see. Central Hospital didn't have one. Did Shinjuku? Shinjuku did have one in the far back area. I don't remember them selling anything in particular, though. Sneaky, sneaky. No, you were all shirts and clothes. Not what I'm after. It was you over by the music store. Now you were all discs and barriers. Ah, wrong button. Okay. Oh. Apparently you can loop. I did not realize that. Well, okay then. Well, okay then. So, okay. As there is obviously not much point in me derping around on this side for too much longer, I think that one I'll use as the sort of separate one for post going through the portal content. Because I know there's a new game plus, but I don't know if you get to like rewind your save up until this point. Probably not. So if we say this is the pre-portal save, then all future saves can be on file number 2. Right. This is about as good as I think we're going to get, at least for now. Hopefully the final boss won't be too much of a annoyance. I guess we'll see. Yes. Big time for epic cutscene. Swaydo has his own goals, and I'm certain he's using us to achieve them. Still, at the same time, we're using Swaydo to rescue my brother. To create a new world, that's his objective. To erase all sadness from all worlds. Everything he's done has been to achieve that. Everything he'll go on to do as well. I mean, if we end up rewinding time so that Eden Syndrome never happens, that's technically increasing the net amount of happiness in the world. So, yeah, unless he, like, creeps up right at the end, it's like, haha, I was the real villain the whole time, which he could. I don't know. And that's not really possible, is it? Whatever his aims, doesn't change ours. He may desire the creation of a new world, but we're going to stop the destruction of the old one. Good, now, let's do what must be done. Ooh. Into the sky butthole. Ooh. That ain't looking as pretty as I remember it looking. This is the digital world? This is horrible. Oh well, it's going to end up like this too. Where's Suedo? Let's keep moving. Ooh, what is that? Okay. This is a piece of music that's only just shown up now, and I'm like, this is a cool piece of music. I like this music. Why have we not had this music before? This is a cool piece of music. I guess we're fighting this, whatever it is. I don't get that. I am wondering if this is basic substitution cipher thing, because looking at it, like the second letter along, or the second character, square with a little star thing inside it, that's used multiple times. So this is probably a basic substitution cipher. It's kind of like wingdings. In fact, I made a joke about that at the start of the game, about how I got wingdings installed. But yeah, I looking at this is substitution cipher, but I mean, off the top of my head, I couldn't necessarily tell you what they're saying. I mean, without spending half an hour trying to code break the damn thing. What's that sound? Stay alert. This is Kindrasil_7D6, a genuine Kindrasil terminal. Kindrasil sees us as foreign objects. He's been totally worn away by eaters. Kindrasil no longer possesses any will. I can't hear his voice either. Before us is a wall that blocks our progress. It's nothing but a mere program. If it's just a wall, then we have to break through it. Consider it part of my rehabilitation. Ooh, very buff. When did you get so strong? What do you think you're dealing with? Still legendary, gotta hand it to the original leaders of the Jews. They've got a Digimon that can rival mine in such a short span of time. You're a real hardcore nerd. Glad I'm a little turned off. I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. Can we get this over with? You all were the possibility I believed in. You need more self-awareness in that regard. See, that's the same word, 4-letter word. What could it be? A 4-letter word repeated over and over again. Could be help. Could be H-E-L-P. Could be... It's not kill, because the last two characters would be the same. Could be... What other 4-letter word could they be saying? Can't be die, can't be attack. Could be stop. I don't know. I'd have to spend time looking at the characters in order to work that out. So you are no type at all. In that case, just go in with what I got. I'd say it's just a program. You're tough too. That's more like it. Everybody's getting immobilized by recoil. Good night. And apparently Wall Groundmon has hit max level. I can't exactly do anything about that right now. Ready as ordered, I guess. Everybody look up at the sky. Uh-oh. Are those all eaters? It's like they're heading somewhere. No, being forced to gather. Suedo's leading them. So that's where King Drasil's main unit must be. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. I'm dying! This is good music, what the fuck? Well, I think there was a tree here. Is that the entrance? I don't know if I call that much of an entrance. It's a hole worn away by the eaters that goes all the way down to the core. And King Drasil himself will be down there. But now it's a den of eaters. And what Suedo calls the Mother Eater is there. So that's... Here's memory fragment. What could that be? Like two letters, two of the same character at the start of a word. This could be off something. I can't think of any other word that starts with two of the same letter that actually makes sense. Okay, best guess the first word is off. Off something. I don't know. This is the thing. If I had the time, I'd sit down and translate it, but... Hugo's calling to us. You've been waiting for us this whole time. Alright, let's go rescue our friend. Ooh, is this gonna be... Is the camera just gonna, like, tip down and we're gonna be all, like, going down there? Because that's not gonna be fun. No, apparently I can't save here. Okay, sure, why not? Are we just gonna fight through lots of these same bloody files? I think we found him. That's the Mother Eater? Huge! How can this be? King Drasil himself has been completely overtaken and has been fully corrupted. I'm just barely able to hold him back. As expected, the original function of King Drasil are being almost entirely suppressed. All the Eaters we sent back have incorporated programs that just sent out junk data over and over. Even King Drasil's calculation function have hit a temporary buffer overflow as a result. Like a Trojan horse, like a vector virus. Neither description is technically mistaken. Like the Russian folktale of the giant turnip. I don't think I know that one. Anyway, we need to debug King Drasil and soon. Okay. Can we save now? We can save now. Okay. How many times are we going to fight this same fight? Because honestly, that's going to get old fast. Very. Stop doing defensive stuff. Ow! Not bad. Better. Yep. Stop defending. It's annoying. You're just gonna drag this out longer. That worked. Oh, and Rise Greymon hits max level too. Oh, as does Where Garurumon and Tracy. God, everybody's just hitting max level. I can't do anything about it. Didn't realize so many of them were that close. In fact, I'm earning experience, but I'm not earning money right now. I suppose we're in the digital world, so nobody has any yen, so I suppose that makes sense. This music is very much going to be in my head for... I'm not another bloody one. God, how many of these fight are we going to have to fight? Is it like one for every side Digimon we've got? Because I noticed that battle had a different side Digimon in there. Also, I'm apparently much faster than my Digimon on this downward slope. Yeah, it looks like that's the way they're doing it. So we've had 3 so far. How many other people have we got with now? I don't know. Oh, that was not very friendly. Is there anyone left after this? I suppose that makes sense. But yeah, it is 1 per Digimon that's just hanging around. Uh-oh, this is gonna kill someone. No, never mind. Well, hey. Can't you just die already? You. Here we go again. Right. Well, at least I get to listen to the cool music. Yep, there's another one. At least we're getting somewhere. Why do RPGs always do this? Well, okay, not always. But there are a lot of RPGs where it's like, you know, the last area is just full of super hard and super annoying enemies, or like kind of like a boss rush kind of situation, which is, let's be honest, effectively what this is. It's like they run out of ideas or something. I approve of that. I approve of that too. It's also interesting that each one has had like a theme. Like the first one was all about defense, the second one was all about like magic, this one's all about speed. I wasn't paying enough attention during the first fight to see if that one had a point, but it probably did. Good night. Nice. Alright, well, hopefully that's the last one, but it's almost 4 o'clock. So, I'm going to take a break, and presumably we'll have the final boss when I get back, or at least one of the final bosses, because JRPGs always like to throw in some random, out of nowhere final boss. You think you've beaten the bad guy, and then you haven't, because that's always the way in JRPGs. So, I'm willing to bet there's probably at least 2 bosses coming up, maybe even 3. I don't know, we'll see what happens and we'll see how we get on. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. Hey, at least you get to listen to this awesome music. And we're back. Okay. Boy, that took me a bit longer than planned. I had to go hunting for aspirin. I've had a headache popping up this last half hour. Been very annoying. Right, anyway. Hopefully won't be too much of a problem. Taking a couple of aspirin. Drinking some water. Should be fine. I'm also just vibing to this music. I know I've been saying this for the last half hour, but this is good music. Oh, never mind. Whoa. Well, there's what's her name. But at this point, I think reducing a couple of my Digimon to their first level would be a really stupid idea. So I think we'll save that for a later point. high. This isn't creepy at all. Well, hello. No, I can do it. No, I don't think I will. What do you think? Can you make it? Oh, that's right. I gotta dive in there, haven't I? I think it's impossible as things are now. Activity is being suppressed by a large number of eaters. Movement seems to be greatly restricted. Their fighting strength is an unknown quantity, but unknown means we compare favorably for now. That's it, they look like they're ready for us. Then let's attack! Careful not to hurt my brother. Me being as silent as ever. Alright. Alright, that seemed a little too easy. Okay, that... Okay, what... okay, I'm paranoid about this. I feel like I'm doing way too much fucking damage. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is wrong. What's gonna happen? What are you planning? You know, likey. Right. Is that it? No. No. How's this? Leave the task saving you go to you. I get suspicious. Uh-oh. Yeah, I get suspicious with easy bosses, because it's like, okay, no. It makes me paranoid. This way. I've missed you. Been so lonely. You came for me. I'm so happy, happy, happy. Hurry up. I want to see you all. No. I was looking for everyone. Looking this whole time. I finally found you. I don't want to be by myself anymore. I want to go home. Go home. Go home. No. That's not it. Why did you run away and leave me? Did you not like me? Is that why I'm locked in here? Don't listen to that voice. I hate you all of you, just go away. All of you, just die. Don't listen to my voice. Somebody find me. Somebody help me. Help, 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 help. Oh, maybe that's the 4-letter word that the like the first fight we had in the digital world. It said 4-letter word 4 times. I did wonder if it was help. Did I say it was maybe help? Don't listen to him. Go backwards. No, I think we've got to keep going forward. So it could have been help, 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 help. Possible. You mustn't come here. Huh? Hugo? Hugo! Arata? Hugo? Nokia? We did it! It's really Hugo, for real! Hey Hugo, long time no see. Hugo, I'm so glad, I'm so glad. Listen to me guys, if we don't do something, the world as we know it will be utterly consumed by the Eaters. What do you mean? I was fully absorbed, imprisoned by them. I became a part of their shared data network. One of my roles was to suppress their activity. Suppress their activity? Yes. I tried to keep their rate of erosion down. They have nothing we would call awareness. They store and share data, and by influencing each other, they are building a single unified consciousness. Each individual Eater acts as a single part of one group consciousness. And using that unified conscious network, you were able to appear here and there in cyberspace? That's how you showed yourself before everyone. By using the Eaters as a terminal, yes, but I wasn't authorized to send my thoughts. All I could do was send fragments of my memories as data over and over again. That at least explains why he was always showing up whenever there was an Eater around, so that's fine. I had plenty of limitations, but in the end, it all managed to work out. The mental data of the humans incorporated by the Eaters stored within the network. All of it. Wait, that means if Hugo isn't part of the network anymore, the erosion speed will increase without limit. We might lose all the stored mental data. Even so, that's a condition for evolution. It's necessary for the creation of a new world. Hello. The loss of even the smallest world, the birth of even the smallest grief, cannot be allowed. I will bring order to this new world. Hugo, you have suffered and grieved enough. You must be released from those shackles. Thank you for rescuing him. Only you with your skills could have done it. You are indeed a miracle of the old world. However, do not allow yourself to be surprised. In the new world, miracles like that will be commonplace. So we wanted Hugo out of there so he could take Hugo's place. Trader, what are you up to? I will take Hugo's place in the group consciousness. See, told you. What I mean is, I will become the Eater's consciousness myself, their sole driving will. And the King Drasil's omnipotent calculations and the Eater's ultra-dimensional data transmission functionality. My will shall use these things to bring forth a new world. I guess that explains why the first boss was so easy. Hugo was holding it back. I guess we're not getting that this time. Uh-oh. Oh, this ain't good. Well, just listen to you. Can you pull Soweto back from the brink? Oh, I see. Way to go, Yuko. Good thinking. Thinking, but to the point? Good thinking, but a bit to the point, that's probably supposed to be. Don't think that's gonna work. You should quit now while you can. Uh-oh. Half cyber body was unstable and has deteriorated from repeated ether contact. Sole purpose? Oh, is that the name of the boss, is it? The earlier connection jump to Yugo exposed you to serious damage, I believe. It can't be. Next contact will be all it takes to bug your comprising data, destroying it, and erasing it. That was all part of the plan. This is why you can't trust adults. Lose you, another big traumatic event will occur, right? Wouldn't be able to recover from that. Besides, we promised we'd all come home together, 5 of us. Stefaniak is right, without the 5 of us the mission is a failure. I hate failure, I can't deal with it, so please don't do this. What do you think, Yugo? Think you can follow up the Hades moment in the spotlight? Oh dear, Yuko, Nokia, you guys, what can I even say? Like, seriously? I got it, I understand your confusion. Yes, my bud, I'm glad you're making sense. I'm gonna start spouting tears of joy over here. Ooh. Ah, the operatic choir. Last can be rebuilt and finally eliminate everything that is crooked, ugly, or sad. What are you gonna do about that? New world that Suedo desires, that too is one of the choices the future holds. He may likely save all worlds. I feel King Drasil's presence and will within him. King Drasil would join forces to create a perfect world beyond even our digital world. There would be many changes. The evolution he speaks of, forced onto the world, would bring with it creation as well. My role could be to watch over this conclusion, but what do you all think? What do you all want me to do? We have to stop him. To live in a world made by a madman would be unpleasant, to put it lightly. Let's take the fight to him. We can do it. Yeah, right? Let's do this. Alright then, let me ask you one last time. What are you gonna do? Stand around nodding at each other. That's what JRPG protagonists like to do. Judgment has been passed. Human children, out of my will. Here we go, I guess. Uh-oh. Why do you always get to go first? It's bloody rude. Ah, it's bloody 3 of them, aren't there? But they don't have type alignments. Well, they've got elements, they don't have types. That at least gives me some margin of work. One. That didn't do as much as I'd have liked. That was a bit better. There goes a hand. I'm willing to bet he can probably revive those. Whoa, what the? Okay, so that's something you can do. Bloody rude. Right. Let's get rid of these hands. I'm sure he can almost certainly revive them. That seems like the kind of thing that you can just do in this game, or in JRPGs in general. Please attack the hand, please attack the hand. When would he... see if I can. As good as I'd like. That'll do it. Not many people have stuff like that. We do have Crescent Leaf, but that's not a very good one. That's even worse. Don't have many. Alright, well let's get you out, why not? It would help a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Pop up. Why did you do that? You did... I just heal! I didn't need you doing it! So I'm going to take a wild stab and say this is probably a 3-part boss fight. Just throwing it out there. Maybe even 4-part, I don't know. That's not as good as I'd have liked. Ow! No, I stand corrected. Maybe not. So we're not doing a multi-part boss fight, but the friendly AI Digimon changes randomly. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting, really. God, you suck. I think I'm gonna replace you with you. Because honestly, I think your Atomic Blaster thing is just better. Ow! Pop up little grandma just in case he's about to do a really big attack. That one was wrecked it last time. Yep. There goes that. I don't think that's going to be the end, though. I mean, it might be. That feels just like a part 1. Uh-oh. Eater? No, the Eaters, they're weak, aren't they? My strength alone wasn't enough to stop you, but this time I have friends. Now I will win. Okay, Yugo is suddenly a superhero. I can stop you. Everyone, now. Yep, part 2. Called it. Because there's always a part 2. I mean, we were fighting his legs, so... Oh, now we have types. In fact, now we have all 3 types, so... That's a problem. Oh! Tits. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Ooh, that was good. Oh. Oh, really? Damn it. Why did that not kill him? Not taking the risk. Probably should have gone with the other one. Never mind. No, that's fine. Please stop. Why are you not dead yet? How much more health could you have? Fine, I'll take that. What the heck? Can I not actually kill the wings? That's... what? Because it's had like that one sliver of health for several attacks now, so I figured maybe it just had a lot of health and I wasn't doing enough damage, but I guess not? Well, that's irritating, that's what that is. Balls. irritating. Oh, that was the wrong fucking one. That was dumb. Ow. In the swap, huh? Okay. Fortunately, I can do that. Right. Good. Balls. Oh. That was random, but okay. Absolutely abusing the fuck out of those, but at this point I don't care. Ow. Attack the middle one. That's clearly the one you've got to attack. The other two don't seem to matter. They're just there, and you can't kill them for some reason. That's very weird. Like, I get having, like, support guys, and, like, killable support guys is more normal. I'm abusing the fuck out of this item stuff. But it's the final boss, so fuck it. Not the first bug, I hate that. No, I'll get a go in a minute. Maybe. Goddamn bug. fine. You do your thing. Good. It's gonna sting. Yeah, that's more or less what I expected to happen. Oh, hi. You're back in, are you? Okay. Good job I bought a lot of this shit. Yep. Yep, good for you. Oh dear. That's fine. Fuck. Right. Didn't actually kill it though, did I? Because I didn't reduce its HP down to 0. You know, when I saw that, I thought for a split second, oh wait, can I not kill any of them? But no, you just have to kill the middle one. That's weird. It's like I said, normally you have support characters in like a big boss fight, but usually they're killable, but then the boss can revive them. It's really rare to get support things that you can't even kill, because that means then you don't have a reprieve from that. So that is less common in JRPGs. I mean, it's for the final boss fight, so fine, I guess. Excellent. Rado is inside the Mother Eater. What should we do? Well, should we lock him up in here for now? It's not a perfect solution, but for the time being, it's our best course of action. Well then, let's get help from the Royal Knights and the other Digimon. Right, we'll take care of this giant thing by ourselves. Maybe we can make it happen, but the odds sure are stacked against us. And it's time for a little bit of self-sacrifice. Because, god damn it, Final Fantasy X was a thing. Actually, no, it wasn't just Final Fantasy X. There was a lot of games that did that. Oh, hey. No, you're not going to... Idiot, I told you not to. Jordan said your body couldn't take it, didn't he? But he could have been lying. Oh, come on, stop them. Better do something. Go, Sleuth. Find the truth that only you can. Oh yeah, I forgot that she was Kyoko. I forgot about that. What are they doing? See Yomon's decision through, however it happens to turn out. Who knows? Besides, Rado could easily have been lying. My goodness. Come to rescue me, too. You ignore my warnings. Wound up in such a wretched form. Such a waste of effort. And fully assimilated by the Mother Eater. You're not like Arata, or Yuko, or Yugo. You'll never find me. You're wasting your time. And even if you do find me, I won't go back. I'd sooner disappear than not allow sadness to vanish from all possible worlds. I find it hard to comprehend why we would choose a world where sadness is so widespread. You're the same way. In doing this, you bring sadness to Arata and the others. So strange. There's no logic to it. What will you change if you rescue me? Who will be happier for it? Do you have a satisfactory answer? we don't want to leave anyone behind. That's just your ego talking, surely. I made a promise. Seems rather ominous. I'm confused. Even with all of King Drasil's calculating power, I cannot derive an answer for you. What? What's this? What? Is that so? Is that what it was? It just hit me. I finally understand. God does not play dice with the universe. All of you were the dice this whole time. Can you bet on dice that have wills of their own? I see. In this way, multiple universes are formed through infinitely branching space-time. A waste, meaningless and without value. After all, what was defined as a fluctuation cannot exceed the perspective of the observer. I understand. Awareness at a single temporal point causes realities to combine. Hang on though. Please, wait a moment. Please wait a moment. Please, wait. It seems to be a logical leap, no? Oh my, that won't do. Can't have you disappear here now. You shall validate my new theory. It's one of my precious dice. I'll call it the theory proving the existence of a god who creates dice tossed by a god of dice. You might want to work on that title a little bit. And to prove this theory, I must disappear, along with the Eaters. Our existence is too unique and overpowering. We will throw off the results of the equation. The Eaters will simply return to their original role, to the form they should have had before they were corrupted by the digital world we created. Higher dimension extends over countless parallel worlds, including both ours and the digital world. Eaters exist in regions we cannot, must never access. These higher dimensions are beyond our capacity to even imagine. So, okay. I've been wondering for a long bloody time about exactly what the Eaters were. I did wonder if they were like rogue programs or something like that, like data gathering programs that kind of just manifested into the real world because they entered the digital world and then from there came into Eden. But it seems more like the Eaters exist in another dimension entirely, and it was the connection between the digital world and the Eden world, which is connected to our world, that like a gap formed, and they were able to enter through that gap. It's like, you know, the portal end at the digital world and the portal end in Eden, like they weren't exactly lined up, so there was like a tiny weeny little gap, and an Eater was able to slip through. That's interesting. Don't know why. That makes me think of fucking specters from the his Dark Materials trilogy. I don't know why, but it just popped into my head. Oh, hello, Signor Duckington. Ah, yes, very good. Very good. Very good, sir. Very good. Is this the end of the game? Yeah, this is literally the end of the game. I think, assuming they don't pull another random boss fight out of their arses, which they could do, I think I've beaten the final boss, so this is all end game conclusion stuff, so, They comprise part of a vast system that could be called the Great Intent, or the work of the gods. The Eaters were manifested through contact with our data in our dimension, and took on its form and substance. The results were as you have seen. Whether this effect was by chance or predestined, I cannot say. Only the gods know for sure. Even if I were to ask King Drasil, I don't know if King Drasil even has a gender, but his calculations do not confirm the existence of any godly entities. However, his calculations are still ongoing, so who knows what the ultimate answer will be. In any case, I shall require King Drasil's help in order to reformat all of the Eaters that have connected to me. I cannot remove them from every dimension, nor is there any reason to do so. The possibility of a similar event reoccurring in your future is 1 in 8,192 to the 20th power. So that's pretty fucking unlikely then. And I guess that's, in a way, I guess that's why they randomly introduced the idea of the multiverse, like, 3 chapters ago. Because, like, it made no sense for them to suddenly go, oh yeah, by the way, the multiverse exists, let's just nip over and grab somebody real quick. Because that seemed a bit too Deus Ex Machina. It was like, well, yeah, okay, fine. But if the ending requires you to understand that multiple universes exist and the Eaters are only really in this universe, then that makes sense. So it's kind of like he's saying that, you know, in the infinite of the multiverse, Eaters are just a natural thing that just exists somewhere else. And how they look now, you know, that was just a consequence of them appearing in our world. So yeah, okay, I do understand that, because like multiverse stuff starts getting really fucking confusing. They kind of did that with the Ghost Girl as well. It was used to introduce the whole ley lines thing. That's true. I still want a fucking conclusion to that Ghost Girl story, because it left on a cliffhanger. Like, it literally started with a, you didn't solve the problem, the Ghost Girl still exists, and there was no resolution to that fucking side quest. I mean, I get that that's probably the point, but still. So please, don't worry about it. My calculations are correct, your universe will cease to exist before that ever comes to pass. You were sad to see Pete leave? Yeah, Pete was fun. You can live and die free from the Eaters. Oh, and be born again to prove my theory. I won't give you a choice in the matter. This is just my ego talking. I mean, the way he also says about, like, the gods playing with dice. Because there's that whole saying is the gods don't play with dice. But, you know, if he's saying, he seems to be implying that God, or gods, whatever, exist beyond the multiverse. Put people into the world as if they were dice. Which kind of implies, I think... I mean, it sort of implies the fact that, like, I guess some people just have a greater destiny, but in the same chance, because free will exists, destiny is always their own to choose. You know, whether they actually fulfill it or not. I don't know. I guess it depends on whether you prescribe to, like, fate or destiny or any of that stuff. Anyway, I should therefore take my leave of you now. If you are so inclined, maybe we should meet again. Ah! You made it back? You made it back, for reals? What the heck did you think you were doing, you jerk, you stupid jerk face? Yeah, listen, there's only so much crazy stuff we're going to let you get away with. What are the rest of us supposed to do if you didn't make it back? But all's well that ends well. I'm still glad. What about Suedo? Looks like he's gone. He complained that he didn't want to go home, kept saying things that made no sense, but he seemed quite satisfied. What's the deal with that? Guess that's just like him, though. Whoa. It's King Drasil's well. King Drasil's normal functions have resumed. It seems to be restoring the digital world. Oh hey, shouldn't we be leaving then? Yeah, we better get out of here. Reasonable decision. Okay, let's move. Hey Jaggoth, a quick question. How much longer is the end of this game going to be? I'm not in a rush as such. It's just I kind of need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, should I pause now and then get the end of the game out of the way? Because it's a JRPG, so there might be like a protracted end sequence. I'm just sort of asking, because as I say, kind of need to go to the bathroom. This takes me back. Will take me past the break. Okay. Yeah, it's the digital world as we saw it way back when. So beautiful. What is that? It's the mental data preserved within the Eater's network. All of that is... Yep. Yggdrasil is sending it back to your world. And that will heal Eden Syndrome, right? Heal... It's not quite the right word, really, but something similar to that will likely occur, yes. A phenomenon you humans will call miraculous. Don't quite get it, but you go and then we'll wake up, right? And therein lies the miracle. My brother. That's excellent. Ah. What is that? Wait, what's going on? This is two adorbs. The sphere is the Eater's original form. What? Yeah. That's how it scans, moving from one piece of data to the next, sending information to a higher dimension. It has no clear objective, but I have one theory. Things like St. Elmo's fire, UFOs, strange orbs, these light-emitting bodies were maybe temporary visualizations of an Eater in the digital wave. What we take as the plasma phenomenon could be an Eater in its energy form transmitting information. Fits the behavior in first-hand accounts. Now, don't we know what St. Elmo's fire is? It's just static electricity discharging into the air. I'm sure that's what it's supposed to be. This mystery circle form, impossible to recreate, is also one of the advanced, or maybe low-level, ideographic symbols used in their network, and... Stop! Oh. Sorry. It's nearly time for Kyoko Kuremi's farewell. Just wanted to feel the rush of giving an info dump one last time. What? Maybe I'm simply reluctant to part with you. By parting, you mean... Yes, that's what I mean. Yggdrasil will soon send you back to your world. In order to completely restore the digital world, we must remove all foreign objects. We're being treated like bugs. Does Yggdrasil wish to restore the digital world to the state it was in before we arrived? To the way it was more than 8 years ago? More than that? Hang on a sec, that means... Does that mean we'll have never met then? That we're all gonna forget each other? Perhaps. That's... But in that case, we can just meet again. I'm certain everything will work out. You're right, everything will work out, one way or another. What I mean is, we'll make it work out. Well, it seems it's almost time. Send you back and recall the Digimon. The door that's been opened will be closed. This is farewell, human children. The world will return to the way they should be, a wide, accepting, and yet chaotic place. It's the world we live in. And the crazy, beautiful, lovable world that raised all of you, our friends. I hope the day comes when your children and us, the Digimon, can be friends once again. And now, this case is finally closed. Gabumon, thank you. Thanks to you, we grew stronger. Bye-bye. We must assuredly meet again. Of course we will. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. That's a fucking British deep cut that no one out there is gonna get. There's all the Digimon going home. See ya. Everyone's going home. And I think this is a decent place to stop. I know that stopping right in the middle of the break, stopping right in the middle of the end is a little annoying. It's just, as I said, I really do need to go to the bathroom. So I'm just going to take just a quick, 2-minute pause, just so I can go to the bathroom. And when we get back, we'll wrap this all up, and then that'll be it. So that'll be good fun. Anyway, yeah, as I said, sorry about it being now, but just gotta go. So back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Okay, right. Let's hope this isn't going too much longer. Remember that headache I told you about like an hour ago? Yeah, I think it's developing into a proper migraine right now. I've literally got an eye closed because I've got that much pain in my side right now. Ow. Okay, I'll be alright. Here, we'll focus on this, because there can't be too much more, about 20 minutes of talking, I imagine. And I'm trying to stay hydrated. See, that's why I needed to go to the bathroom twice. Anyway, let's get going. Everyone's going home. Does that mean that the Digimon are going to be leaving our world? If so, things will get awfully lonely. Yuko? It's okay, Yuko. My cyber form is returning to my physical body. Then that means, yeah, I'll have a real body after 8 years. It will feel very heavy and confining. Don't worry, I'll be there to help with your rehabilitation. Yeah, it'll probably feel definitely confining. If he's genuinely been in that bed for 8 years, he is going to need some serious physical therapy. Let's go easy on me. Alright, see you soon. We made it. Let's go home. Our world is waiting. Yeah. Surely my digital body has to go now. Let's go home, all of us together. I don't follow. Wow, apparently her scream sounds like car horns. A week has passed. For Tokyo, as if nothing ever happened. Today, as always, it overflows with people. I'm pretty sure there was a little more destruction than that, but okay. Is that right, though? Perhaps it was truly nothing. Could just be our memories. For everyone else, it would be as if nothing happened. Ah, right. So it didn't happen for them, is what you're saying. Or it did happen and they've all chosen to forget. As Arata, the self-proclaimed non-geek, says, the split axis of time have merged once again. You really shouldn't go around merging alternate universes. Clearly not, but I slept through half of it, so I don't understand at all. But the upshot is, we have changed so much in 8 years, almost as if it never happened. For us, this Tokyo is a completely new Tokyo. For example, Satoru Kamishiro, Yuko's father. He's just an ordinary man. That really surprised me. As president of the Kamishiro Enterprises, he's out there running Eden and other operations. So, we did slip into a parallel universe then. Yuko and Yugo, hang on, what was that? Something. They should be able to learn from their dad soon. For at least a few years worth of time. And then there's Rei, secretary to the president. She says she's deeply in love with Satoru. Yuko and Yugo might be getting a new mom soon. Good luck to them both. Okay. For example, the Eden Syndrome. Terrorist attacks 8 years ago in New Tokyo. Victims of that horrible attack ended up sleeping forever in a comatose state. So they all suddenly regained consciousness 1 week ago. Hugo was one of the ones who woke up. He's now in rehab and I'm helping. So wait, did it happen or didn't it happen? Of course, no one knows why they suddenly woke up. Right now, the theories are that the most popular was that it was a divine miracle, maybe aliens. I'm not going to say that it's aliens, but... For example, Digimon. What could be said about Digimon? Nothing. They're both here and not here, right? Digimon capture doesn't exist anymore, or yet? The app that's really popular on the Digivice now is the one called Digital Monster. It's a sort of retro training game, but it's like I've totally gone into it. Like when I go and appear on the app, among others, so it's like surprising or something. So we've moved into a world where Digimon is just a video game. What's up with this? Totally not getting this. Totally I give up, my brain is totally broken. So, it's more like 2 possible versions of events merged together. You might be able to figure it out. Our memories are linked to a constant reality. Suedo isn't here in New Tokyo, as if he was never born. There's a little tightness in my chest, but after the self-proclaimed non-geek says it's good. Kyoko isn't here either. I looked, but I couldn't find her. But the Kuremi Detective Agency is here. There are traces of Kyoko here regardless. Is Kyoko around somewhere, I wonder? Is it just that we can't find her? That must be it. Only a famous sleuth like you can find Kyoko. I know it. No doubt about it. So, please find her. I knock it up with a gloomy expression. It's not like you. It's really me. Is that the face you want to pull? What would they think? I get it, I really do, but please come home. Don't worry, we haven't seen the last of them. According to the doctor, all vital signs are looking great. They're going to be fine, I promise. I do like that you've actually got the detail that they're physically holding up Yugo, because, you know, he's been unconscious for 8 years, so he's going to need a lot of physical therapy. I mean, realistically, he should be using a walker, or at the very least a wheelchair, but, yeah. Don't be an idiot. What do you think? They're wandering around Eden like a ghost somewhere? Like a certain someone we know? That was a subconscious manifestation of my brother while trapped by the Eaters. It was all outside his control. We're the ones who were responsible for all this happening. Blaming my brother for it is wrong. It's not like he was doing it all for fun. He deserved to have the record set straight, along with an apology. Well, why so serious all of a sudden? What? Oh, now. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Arata, the self-proclaimed non-geek. You said that 3 times in as many minutes. Is that really necessary? Huh? Gang up on my brother too? Hey, where are you going? Eden, I'm gonna go on a little search. If I just sit here moping and doing nothing, Agumon and Gabumon will laugh at me. Yeah, there's a ghost. Maybe there's someone who's seen it. If I search Eden, I just might find some data fragments here or there. I just hit full-on Cyber Sleuth mode just now. Okay, it's time to gather information. With the assistant boy. What, me? The assistant? I'll see you, Jagoth. I remember you saying you had an appointment. I guess I'll hang out with you then. I can't be too much left to watch, so that's fine. Be clear, I'm the Cyber Sleuth and you're the assistant. Hey, are you listening? Looks like you've finally woken up. I've been talking to you since I found you, but never got even the faintest response out of you. You woke up just when I was about to give up. Can you hear me? Guess I should explain the situation. Your half-cyber body collapsed after attempting that crazy connection jump. The data that comprised you just dispersed. In other words, you're a husk of your former self. How do you feel? Yeah, don't worry about trying to tell me. Fate just won't give up on you, and neither will I. So I guess that cutscene earlier, where it was like talking over shots of the city, that was Alphamon talking to me. In that regard, I mean, that makes the most sense. Taking on the will of King Drasil after so long, becoming human, sleuthing, fighting for my comrades. And I had this one assistant who kept doing all sorts of crazy things. That was a handful, let me tell you. But, thanks to you, it was a lot of fun. Thank you. I've been wanting to tell you that, waiting for you to wake up. What is it? Don't be bashful. What's that? What's going to become of you now? As I said before, your data dispersed. And even I can gather it back together now. You could wander around here in your semi-permanent state. Or, oh that's right, you could come to the digital world. How about it? I'm about to get real busy. The Eaters were reformatted by King Drasil, reverted back to a harmless state of being, but we still don't know much about their true nature. I surmise that their main unit is in a higher dimension that only King Drasil can detect. I do plan on confirming that, somehow. How about it? That's a job you're used to, right? Being like coming with me and being my assistant once again? Just kidding. No need to get so serious. I wanted to see you stressed out for a second. I've been affected by you humans quite a bit. That's why I understand why you do what you do. You want to help your friends. I've come to feel that way too. It's not just me. Look, see. Ah, it's my team. That's cool. That's a nice touch. See? Same way I've been affected. The Digimon friends have also been affected by you. Not just a few of them either. Since you were basically a digital life form as it was, you might be able to guess how large your impact was. Proof lies within these Digimon. Little bits of your data here and there. Friendship, love, bonds, moments of recollection. To put it bluntly, they're your memories. I'm thinking we can collect them, reconstruct your mental data, and reinstall that in your body. It's unprecedented and a little drastic, but for what we do, for what we want to do, we don't need to adhere to rationality. I've also got a little of your data to provide. Don't get mad if the data itself is a bit weird. If there's one thing I regret, it's that you won't be able to enjoy my coffee anymore. Okay, time for us to say goodbye. My assistant, my companion, my friend. Okay, here goes the reinstallation. You will now be the master of your own future. Ooh, and just like that, we're into the credits. Okay. Yep, achievement unlocked. Reach the ending. Well, there you have it. That was Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, that game is really fucking good. Okay, yes, I can understand why people were saying, like, this was the game that kind of brought Digimon sort of back into popularity again. Like, I get it. This game is a legitimately good game. I would say it's probably about 1/3 too long. Not in like a really bad way or anything like that. It is just a thing of, there's a lot of padding here, but it's the kind of padding you would almost like expect from JRPGs, you know? Like, you get, you know, JRPGs tend to be very long and they do tend to have a lot of padding moments in them. Not that I mind that as such, but yeah, I mean, there were some sections where I'm like, well, did we really need that whole thing just for this? But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, this was a really fun and enjoyable game. Like like I said, I can totally see why people like it so much. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my thoughts while I've also got a pounding headache, so it's not a great combination of events. But in general, I think, although it could sometimes be a bit slow-paced, I loved where this game went in terms of its like directions, especially in terms of gameplay. Whilst, you know, I would have liked more environments and stuff to explore, like it did get kind of repetitive in some of them, especially the number of times you had to go through all the levels of Kowloon. But I understand that this was originally like a PS Vita game, so it's basically a handheld game that got ported to PC. And as I've said before, what I would really, really, really like... Oh hey, all those bits are reforming into me. I didn't notice that before. But what as I said before, what I'd love is if we got a nice, properly open world game for Digimon. Because we got our big open world game, sort of, with Pokemon. Hooray, installation complete. That's nice. So where are you going to punt me back to? Oh. Grab it. Damn, you got away. Oh, sorry. That's sketchy. I'm Kyoko Kuremi, a detective. Oh, hi. I thought you didn't exist. Is that coffee in a bottle of soy sauce? I was sick for a while. My instincts are kind of rusty. An odd way of drinking. Well, to each their own. Might actually be really good. Might try it if I get the chance. Pardon me, I'll be on my way. I hope this doesn't seem rude, but have we met somewhere before? I feel like I've forgotten something important. I'm actually looking for an assistant right now. What do you think about working with me? There it is. I was waiting for the smile. Wouldn't keep focusing on the mouth if there wasn't going to be a smile. Fin in a coffee cup. New Game Plus. Yes. I think that's a decent place to save it. Okay. Is it punting me back to the title screen? Yeah, there it is. Okay, and as I say, there you have it. That is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. But it will not be the end forever, because there is also Hacker's Memories to play. Now, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again, I'm not going to play that yet. I need a break. There are other games I want to play, and I don't think I want to put another 60 hours into yet another RPG. Especially seeing as I would imagine they reuse a lot of the assets. So it might be a bit samey, a bit repetitive. You know, I wouldn't want to just keep essentially playing the same game for another 60 hours. 60 hours on this was enough. Actually, it's probably not quite 60 hours. What was my total time on this? It's about 54 hours. So, okay, fair enough. Shorter than 60, but not that far shorter. Yeah, this was full-on proper RPG thing. So yes, as I said, this was a great game. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I love how, like, you can sense the DNA of Pokemon within this, but it's like, okay, let's take Pokemon as a baseline. Where can we go that's different? And like the battle system was in like an order-based thing rather than just speed-based or turn-based. And for the record, I love that, because that was the battle system they used in Final Fantasy X, which I have always maintained is the best sort of turn-based battle system in that regard. I've always loved that system ever since. I think Final Fantasy X was the first one to use it. If not the first one to use it, it was the first time I ever saw it. So, yeah. Final Fantasy X had that great battle system, and this one used it as well. So, really enjoyed the battle system. I loved how they combined both a triple system for the data, vaccine, and virus types. I know that was technically always been a part of, Digimon anyway. Even back in the first, series of the TV show, they had those three types. But I love how that was implemented along with an element system, and it was great because it was all additive. It wasn't really a negative. Like, you would have negative on the, your Digimon type, but the element didn't have a negative connotation with it as well. I like that. It kept things nice and simple. I really approved of that. So, it took me a little while to get a handle on that, but once I had it, I was kind of blitzing my way through this game. I'm trying to think now. I don't think I ever lost a single fight in this game. I'm racking my brain. I've been playing this game for 3-something months. So maybe I did lose a fight, but I don't think I did. Because the game is actually pretty generous. If your main 3 Digimon get knocked unconscious, you just revert to other Digimon in your party. It's not like, oh, the 3 you've got are the 3 you have to use. Which I like. I like how, the Digivolution thing goes both ways. I like that you can both, evolve them and de-evolve them. I think that's a really fun system. Because again, it's like taking what Pokemon has and changing it up. I like that you can choose multiple Digimon for your Digimon to turn into. Again, that's a really fun feature. I think, here's the thing. I am, fully aware that a lot of these things were in previous Digimon games, but again, haven't played any other Digimon games, so again, just taking this as what it is, these are the things I like about it. As I said though, for the future of the Digimon games, I think they should go full open world. Give the player a large environment to explore, where you can run around, you can capture and fight Digimon. There's a story-based thing, kind of like what they did with Legends Arceus, the recent Pokemon game, but give it its own spin. Make it like the TV show, because I was rewatching season 1 of Digimon as I was playing this, and I'm like, wouldn't it be great if you could have something like season 1 of Digimon, but in game form? Like, wouldn't that be really, really fucking fun? So it will be interesting to see where future Digimon games go. I think there is like a kind of like a turn-based strategy game coming out. Not like an RPG kind of thing, more like, you know, like an environment full of grids and you can move characters around and you got like flanking stuff. I think that's what it looked like. I only saw a couple of brief pictures, so I could be completely fucking wrong on that. So yeah, I'll sort of have a look. Maybe it'll be fun. I'm not a huge fan of those kind of strategy games like XCOM and stuff like that. That's not my cup of tea. Like, they're fine. I just don't like them. I prefer real-time strategies if I'm going to play a strategy game. I mean, not to say I don't like turn-based strategies, but you know what it is. Anyway, yes, that will be it for today. I think we've done pretty damn good, I would say, all things considered. Now, as I said, I will come back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth to play the Hacker's Memory sort of DLC, extra content stuff. I need a break from Digimon. Because as I said, I've been playing this for several months now. It was a much longer game than I was expecting. So, I'm going to take a break. I don't know when I'm going to get back to Hacker's Memory. It may not even be this year. I don't know when it'll happen. It will happen, I just don't know when. If it is this year, it'll be much later on this year. Because there are other games, as I say, I want to play on. And there are other RPGs that I want to play on. And I try to not have more than one RPG on the go at a time. So, you know. And RPGs take a long time, so it may be a while. Just watch this space. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.